Okay, JC, it's time to get ready for the EOW family to come to Rockwall, Texas. Brisket is on, and we will see them tomorrow.
Good evening, my beloved Beyond the Call of Duty friends and family, and good evening to our EOW survivors and family. It is June 16th. Holy smokes. June 15th. I'm jumping one day already. Wonder why I'm jumping one day. Well, today's my wedding anniversary, so I got to remember that, which is a tough thing. But June 15th. Team had a lovely day today. They've been at the Harley dealership all day long doing a service and at the Longhorn Harley Davidson dealership. And they also were blessed today on getting departments that were scheduled for service tomorrow arriving today. And you know what? We accept all those blessings because those departments reached out. It is Father's Day. We understand that. And if they can just make it, they can make it. If we can make it happen, we'll make it happen. So, um, Arlington Police Department, uh, Pantagua Police Department, Grand Prairie's Police Department showed up today at Longhorn. So bless them all. You saw that little video.
Okay, JC, it's
That is my good friend and brother. Proud to call him brother, Daryl. And it's also Michelle. They are just absolutely amazing. Let me turn that off. Turn that off. Amazing friends, but more importantly, family members. You can turn this one off if you want. It's really bright. Yeah, there you go. That's fine. And they're just amazing family friends. Well, it started the first year we started. They started catering and just absolutely making this an amazing tradition that it has become, where they take care of the Beyond the Call of Duty team and the EOW team members. And when I say they take care of them, I'm going to tell you they take care of them. I'm going to show you a little few things that they've done this year. And I'm really jealous because never had a pool, but he built a pool for us. And I wish I was there in the pool, but let's look at some of these beautiful pictures that have happened. This is his brisket smoking. That's it being prepared. This is the beautiful baked beans that are being made. That's resting. Yeah, yeah, mouth watering. All right, let's say hi to some of our sponsors. Let's talk about the beautiful family members, and let's talk about the beautiful officers that paid the ultimate sacrifice. And we'll then get back to enjoying that beautiful meal. We're going to see how the team's doing. We're going to talk to two beautiful people that I haven't formally met, but I have been virtually introduced, and we'll see what we got to do. I want to really thank our Harley Davidson in West Virginia. They are going to be a sponsor because they are uh, cutting all the costs for our beautiful bike getting serviced, and they are also setting up different discounts for us to be able to have some money left over. We got to have money left over. If we don't have money left over, then we're dead in the water. So, got to do that. Alliance, if you're in need of insurance, please, nationwide insurance, reach out to Alliance Services. They are an amazing organization. I use them on some personal stuff, which is I am a licensed investigator, so for my bonding and everything else, I use them, and just doesn't stop on anything. So if you get a chance, look them up. They are a sponsor. Cannot thank Phoenix Protective enough. They are our diamond sponsor, and they have supported this organization. They continue to support it, and without them, we would be lost. We would be lost because we wouldn't have money to drive around and show our beautiful memorial and cater to all of these beautiful families and hug them, hold them, love them, and do all of that. So thank you, Phoenix, for being a major sponsor. Today, the team did day 15. The stops done were Longhorn Harley Davidson, Arlington Police Department, Pentago Police Department, Grand Prairie, and Carrollton Police Department. Tomorrow, they are doing the Dallas Police Department. These are our beautiful, beautiful officers that we recognize today, and we say their names. We talked about them at the dealership. We support them and make sure that their stories are said and passed on, and everybody can know who they are. So, well, let's go back to that video.
Okay, JC, it's time to get ready for the EOW family to come to Rockwall, Texas. Brisket is on, and we will see them tomorrow.
Team's here, JC. We got them for a little R&R time.
Wow. Well, they did end up at Daryl and Michelle's place, and they have some of the best smiles that I've seen in a long time. Well, so as you can see, that is the menu: brisket, pulled pork, pit beans, smoked veggie beans, smoked sausage. They have a special just for Chief Hayes, gator and sausage and jambalaya, and they did one farro salad and one coleslaw because Miss Sheila makes sure that we have to have slaw. After the much anticipated food that they all ate,
So keeping with Sheila's request to make them eat healthy, we have fruit, vegetables. We have our traditional pasta salad. This year we added a farro salad with apples, cranberries, and dried arugula. That's my drink. Here's the brisket. We have a regular Wagyu sausage, jalapeno honey Wagyu sausage, some cherry Dr. Pepper marinated pulled pork, some pit beans, and we got a vegetarian on this trip, so we made a vegetarian pit bean with a vegetarian pasta salad. And last but not least, your challenge, the Chief Hayes jambalaya. It is an alligator and sausage jambalaya.
so Chief Hayes jambalaya is probably going to be the highlight because that's actually my highlight every time I go to Daryl and Michelle's. That and the sausages. He has a very, very unique way of making everything. And not only does he make it all and feed us, but he sends us on a week-long food binge. So wherever we're going, we have a week worth of food, and it's much, much, much appreciated. So, as I said, he and Michelle created a beautiful pool in their backyard just for us, and that's the team enjoying this beautiful pool in the backyard and getting some R&R and looking sassy and well rested. And Daryl, thank you so much for turning on the blue lights to remember all of the men and women that paid the ultimate sacrifice. Michelle, thank you from the bottom of our heart on opening your doors and allowing us to visit, rest, and just be loved on. Well, I was introduced via email and via text a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to be really happy to bring them on because they both like to say hi and talk their story. But we might even get a glimpse of our EOW team in between, just jumping in and out and hopefully making some funny faces and stuff. So let's see if we can bring them in. Yep, there's Emily and Riley. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Well, we've never formally been introduced. I'm JC with Beyond the Call of Duty. Daryl, I love you, brother. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
Thank you for what you do, buddy.
Thank you. So, well, you got to meet the team today.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting group of individuals. What do you think?
Oh no, we've enjoyed them for sure. They're pretty fun.
What do you mean interesting?
Well, I would say you're pretty interesting with that goatee of yours.
This one needs some guidance, JC.
Yeah, well, just we can only do what we can. We are a dysfunctional group, and since we're all a volunteer-based group, we can't be like proper and prim like some of our other agencies out there, and so we just kind of go with whatever. Richard, love you, brother. So, well, Aaron, tell everyone who you are, and then let's bring Riley in.
Okay, so I'm Erin Ragsdale. My husband was Special Agent Scott Ragsdale with ATF. He was a line of duty death in May 24th, 2018.
How long was he on the force?
Almost 17 years.
Wow. And what happened?
They were doing hand-to-hand combat, and he had a heart attack. He had just had a physical 2 weeks before.
Yeah. We see that often. I look at all these men and women, and we have to stay in shape. I did 18 years before getting out, and every year we had to do our qualifications. We had to do our recertifications. And a lot of people don't realize that you wear a lot of gear, you do a lot of things, and we're required to be physically fit, and that is part of the job. And especially ATF, I know a very good person out of Yakima, Good Pasture, that's ATF, and done some cases with him, and amazing group of individuals, the ATF family. So our thoughts and prayers are definitely out with you and Riley, and that loss is always going to happen. It's always going to be there. But I promise you that we will talk his name, and you give us the stories, and we will definitely talk about him to everybody that will listen, and make sure that his name is spoken and his stories are heard.
Thank you.
Riley, you want to say anything?
I don't really know what to say. I mean, she kind of covered it all.
Yeah.
Fun. You got something to
I'm
say.
sure she has
Ask her
lots to
about
say.
Snapchat.
We
Tell 'em about your
appreciate.
dad.
I mean, he
Tell a story.
was the best dad ever. I mean, I was so young when it happened. I was 9 when he passed away. But one of my favorite memories was when he took me to the daddy-daughter dance. I think I was going into first grade, and like I had gone all dressed up. I was wearing a purple dress because that was my favorite color, and I thought it was so cool that he had a matching tie. But he took me, and we went with like our soccer friends. So we went out to eat at some Japanese place, and he wanted me to try sushi. I thought it was horrible at the time, and so I didn't eat, and so he stopped before the dance to get me some French fries at I don't even know where,
That's
just so
good
that I
story.
wouldn't be hungry. And it was raining, and he was like a really big dude, so we only had one like little umbrella. So he made sure that he was covering me, so that way my shoes would not get wet.
Absolutely.
Shoes were very important. And when we got to the dance, I forgot that I didn't know how to dance, so I was kind of freaking out. But he let me step on his feet in my high heels, and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. So
Wow. Wow. Well, you remind me of two people that paid the ultimate sacrifice. One is Natalie from Corona, and she has a beautiful blue dress, and Miss Allison can tell you her stories. And then we have a young deputy, and her favorites are sunflowers. And she's got a beautiful, beautiful story. So tonight, before Allison leaves, she has to give you the stories about both of those beautiful officers and talk about them. And I promise you, I will talk about your dad, and I will pass your stories on.
thank you.
So it is a wacky group that we have. Richard can't see. He definitely can't hear. We just kind of do sign language with him. Rick, we're still trying to figure out, except that he does have that really cool mullet going on. So we're in the 70s with that mullet going on. Damien Damien will get lost when he's on a bike. He gets so focused that sometimes he forgets to take corners.
Take what?
Corners? Is that what he said?
Yeah, what do you say? What do you mean?
He likes going straight.
Oh, you like to go straight, do not turn.
No, I turn. With no hands.
Trishna is amazing. She's very unique, very quiet. You should ask her. She lost her mother when she was pretty young. She's a sibling of three. She's my niece, and my brother lost his wife within 1 week, unfortunately. And so she's amazing. She's quiet, but she's very unique in what she does. So and amazing. She does know how to cook, even though she says she hates it, but she does know how to cook. So,
Wait a minute. She hasn't cooked at all this trip.
yeah, you need to push her on that. She will cook you some meals that you'd be amazed. Yeah, she'll cook some meals. And then you missed out on Jim and Sean. I wish that they'd stayed one more day, but both of those guys are amazing and very interesting people.
I will say that Scott would have got along with this group pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Just from what I've heard about Scott, from what Daryl's told me, I think he would have fit just perfectly, and we'd have had some really good laughs. And not to say that we're not going to have laughs with him, and we're going to probably take him along with us. I want you to write some stuff, and I want Riley to write some stuff, because I think we should talk about Scott next year throughout what we do. So we'll bring him back, and maybe you get a couple of his friends to talk about him, and bring some of those old memories back.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you all. Well, let's see what some of our comments are, and then we'll go from there. This is Eddie Gomez. He lost his partner in Colorado. He's been part of our family. He's one of our survivors. And we love Eddie completely. Eddie, I love you, brother. And we have Aaron and Riley on here. And I know you're going to be sending loves to them. So And there's Miss Tammy. She keeps Richard in check, and she wants to wish all the fathers a happy Father's Day. Miss you all. Love you. Jerry, love you, brother. He's out of Vancouver, Washington. Much love to you and much love to all, and appreciate you, Jerry. Eddie, appreciate you sending all love to survivors missing their dad this weekend. We see you and they and are holding you in our hearts. Thank you. Noah says, good evening, all. Prayers to everyone. Have a blessed evening. Noah's out of Central Washington. We should talk about Richard and how awesome he drives the truck and protects the memorial. You know what? I have not, and I will absolutely say that Richard is amazing at driving that truck and protecting that memorial. And he and I get along just fine because I love driving that memorial as well, and he knows how much I protect it. So you are right, Jason. Simone says, evening, looking forward to Wednesday when I fly out, enjoying the ride for 11 days. Absolutely. And he's retired, a lot of years under his belt, and he's been a motor unit. And you know what? We can't wait for him to join. So.
Oh, smoke. Yeah.
Sheila says, hi, Amy Modane. Amy's one of our survivors. She lost her husband, William Modane. He's actually on one of our bikes, and he's on the ride, and Amy's amazing. Sandy says, good evening. Glad there was a little downtime. Absolutely, Sandy. This, you know what, the Hirsch family has done this now 4th year in a row. We're amazing. He's taking care of us. Happy Father's Day, and to angel fathers watching over this journey, safe travels when you get back on the road. Thank you so much, Sandy. Dan Kevin Mahai, Texas brisket is the best, and you are absolutely correct. Daniel, you need to meet my good family friend. And Daryl and Michelle are amazing. I know they will welcome you in Texas. And Daniel is from Kenya, and he's just a great friend, a great family member. He visits and stays and eats with us and takes care of us. So definitely we'll introduce you to Daryl.
Bring him on.
Sheila says, hi, Daniel. Daniel says, hi, Sheila. Absolutely. No, I agree. You know what? I think that Chief Hayes Jambalaya is amazing, looked amazing, and I bet you it tastes absolutely amazing.
No, that's probably the very
Sheila says that food looks amazing and made with love. I cannot agree more. It is always made with love. Yes, Pete McTwisp. I hope your rotors are going. And yes, that looks so good. And you had an invitation to be there, but you had to fly out and go back to where you are. So next time you can meet Daryl and Michelle and the rest of the team and have dinner with them. Lou from Vegas, love you, brother. Love everything. I got your message. I am going to reach out to you in the next couple of days. See you and talk to you soon. Tell your lovely wife I said hi. Tell Cynthia I love her and give her a big hug from me. Joel, I love you, brother. Thank you. And bless the family, bless the team, and thanks for watching. James from Kansas. Oh, absolutely. No, you know what? I think you need to thank Aaron and Riley for being on the program and sharing their story and their loved ones. And again, this is another reason why we cannot allow these beautiful men and women not to be forgotten. I think it's important that it doesn't matter if it's yesterday, today, or 50 years ago. I mean, we recognized the first Buffalo soldier that was in Spokane, Washington, and he was killed in the line of duty. And these are things that we need to do and absolutely recognize them. So Let's see. James says, Happy Father's Day to everyone. Absolutely, James. Thank you so much. Well, Aaron and Riley, that's kind of the messages that come out to us every night when we're talking. We try to make sure we answer anything current or live or anything else and talk about it. How do you want to wrap this show up tonight? You want to say anything to the families out there? You want to say anything to anybody out
Talking to us.
Yes.
Oh,
there? Yeah.
no, just, well.
She thought you would have more questions.
Well, I kind of leave it open as a mic. Is I love all our survivors to bring it on. What do you questions you have for us? Statements you have for us? I answer emails the best that I can. We're a small organization, volunteer based, and we try to do what we can with the money that we have. I love big brother organizations dictating stuff to us. I love the emails and everything else because at the end of the day, we are who we are. And every single one of those riders, every single one of those drivers and volunteers, they all have a pure heart. They have a reason of why they're doing what they're doing, but they have a love for what they're doing. When they stand with you and give you a hug, it is a true hug. When they tell you, we will not forget, that's a promise. And when we say, if we could take the pain away, we actually mean it. So you got a good group out there.
Definitely. We appreciate y'all. I mean, I know that a lot of times y'all don't get to hear it from the survivors, but what y'all do means a lot to us. And we would just want everybody to know to live every day like the most that you can, and always tell your people that you love them because stuff can happen so fast. I mean, a normal day, that everything just, happen just like it's supposed to, can change in the blink of an eye so quick. So just love people and tell them you love them, no matter what. So that's.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things I tell everyone is, as a survivor, you remember the moment you got the phone calls, the knock on the door, and your world stopped at that time. Riley remembers the last interaction with her dad. And that doesn't go away ever. You can carry on. Things will always happen. We carry on. We have a new job. We have new lives. But that moment is frozen. Your lives are frozen. And that loss never, ever goes away. So our hearts and prayers are out to you as survivors from us. And whatever we can do, and we have scholarship programs, we have just wellness programs, and Allison will talk to you about that because I even talked to Daryl. Is we would love to bring you to Washington State. We have a chaplain's ball that we are helping with, and it's a wellness retreat, and we want to bring you out there and just, we can't take the pain away, we can't take the sorrow away, but I promise you I can give you a smile and a little laughter and a cute couple of days to be you. So
Thank you.
yeah, no, thank you very much. So Jerry says, sorry for your loss, much love to you and your family. And Daniel says, happy fathers to all the fathers. Thank you, Daniel. Amy Modane says, Aaron and Riley sending you love. And Allison, if you don't mind, make sure you swap some photographs or phone numbers of Amy with Aaron and Riley, as well as Eddie, and let's get them connected. So, well, great.
Pool, I will share that information.
She's drowning in the pool, JC. I think we need.
She's hiding.
She's hiding.
In the pool?
Yeah, she's hiding in the pool.
Is she drowning?
No.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, Aaron and Riley, and appreciate you, Daryl and Michelle, and the EOW team. Appreciate you guys for doing what you're doing. So love you guys and bless you. And have a blessed night. Have a wonderful night. And for the team, enjoy, relax. You're in awesome hands. And we'll chat with you guys in the next couple of days.
Night.
Thank you.
Night, guys.
Bye.
Wow. Again, I've talked about this. I've talked about this so much. You have a loss. It doesn't matter. It's a line of duty death. And the world just stops. And we get blessed with having these survivors talk to us and give us 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's a blessing. So we can be kinder to the law enforcement community. We can be appreciative to the law enforcement community. We can recognize that there is a name behind that badge. It's not a badge number. It's not a, hey, you. There's a name. There's a family, whether it's a wife, whether it's survivor, spouse, whether it's daughter, whether it's son. It doesn't matter what it is. We got to just take a moment and recognize that these men and women have a beautiful name, and we can talk about the stories. We can relive some of those beautiful stories, keep those memories going, and share them with everyone. So, as we go into this weekend, it's Father's Day weekend. Let's take a second. Let's say a prayer for those fathers that are not here, that are watching over through the skies as angels over the kiddos. Let's thank them for watching us. Let's say a prayer to the survivors and tell them that we can't take the pain away. We don't even pretend that we want to. That's a pain that is there for reminding us that these beautiful men and women paid the ultimate sacrifice. If you get a chance this weekend, please, 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 it doesn't cost you anything, even though we have a June special going with Miss Allison's special, which is dump that Starbucks coffee and spend that $5 on us, because it costs $300,000 to keep this on the road. And we're trying to raise money. Even though we have that going, let's do something else that's free. How about this weekend we just thank a first responder? How about we just tell them that we love them? How about we ask if we can give them a hug? Well, it's a concept that we don't often think about. Let's make sure, if you have an emergency vehicle on the street, let's just make sure that you slow down, move over, pull over, or just stop. Pay attention. No texting and driving. There's a lot of motorcycles on the road. My peeps are there, riding for a cause. I want them protected. Make sure you got your seatbelts on, and no drinking and driving, please. So, love you guys all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you can share, pass the message, sign up. We have an online store. Sign up and see the wonderful things that we do locally when we're not on the ride. Sign up to our golf tournament. Sign up to our poker runs. So, you guys are all amazing. So, but more importantly, let's keep our survivors in our thoughts and prayers. Let's keep them close by. Let's make sure that they're not forgotten, and their loved ones are not forgotten. The first week is always hard. The first month is always hard. The next 6 months are a little bit easier. After that, we get to a year. And then those awkward moments come up when you see a survivor in a grocery store and you don't know whether you should go up to them and say, hi, I'm sorry, because they're still grieving. Well, yes, go say hello. Give them a hug. Don't be ashamed. Their loss is impactful, it's powerful, but you know what? You can give a hug and you can tell them that you love them. So, God bless you all. Have a blessed weekend. Love you. We'll see you tomorrow. The team's going to be in Dallas. They're going to be rolling hard, and we'll get you some mileage stuff tomorrow. So, bless you guys. Love you. Good night.